Sign number 1. The treacherous silence. You're alone, and they gave up on you before you even made your first move. Have you noticed that the ones who stayed the longest were the ones holding you back the hardest? That's not bad luck. That's natural selection happening right in front of your face. The world doesn't walk away from you by accident. People disappear because you started moving, and movement terrifies anyone who made peace with standing still. Friends, co-workers, the ones who swore they had your back, gone. No argument, no explanation, no goodbye, just gone. And here's what's brutal. You won't miss them. You'll realize the space they left is exactly the space you needed to breathe. You shared your vision, laid it out raw at 2 in the morning. To someone who fell asleep before you finished the sentence, you showed them your decisions, the ones that took real nerve, and they looked at you with that face. You know that face, the face of someone who doesn't understand a word you said, but still has something to say about it, and you smiled. Not to be polite, you smiled because in that moment you understood that the opinion of someone building nothing is worth nothing. What you discover in that silence can change everything. Silence destroys ordinary men. For the man who's about to break through, silence is fuel. At the bar, in your apartment, on the highway at 5 in the morning, the loneliness lands. But listen to what it's actually telling you. It's not telling you that you failed. It's telling you that you filtered. Every person who left was weight. Every absence was the universe cutting dead cargo. You were carrying out of habit, out of loyalty, out of the old fear of being alone, while they stay comfortable and small, recycling the same jokes, complaining about the same things, living the same Tuesday on repeat for the last 6 years. You build in silence, no audience, no applause, and that's exactly how you build something that can't be ignored. The emptiness they left behind isn't a hole, it's ground, and what you raise on it, they won't even be able to picture it. Sign number 2, the flames of your own hell. The pain hits you in the chest. It sits with you at 11 o'clock at night in a dark room and asks one simple question: how much longer are you going to accept living this small? That pain is not weakness, it's a diagnosis. It only shows up when you look at your own life and realize you built yourself a cage and decorated it just enough to forget it was a cage, and in the middle of everything that's supposed to be fine, you feel completely out of place because you are. Most men run from that feeling. They drink it down, scroll it away, fill every quiet second with noise, podcasts, group chats, so anything to drown out that one question, because that question demands an answer, and an answer demands a decision, and a decision demands courage, and courage is the rarest thing alive. You don't run, you stop, you breathe, you look the pain in the eye, and you see something that changes everything. It's not your enemy, it's a compass. It only shows up when you've outgrown the life you're living, when who you are has gotten bigger than what you've built around you. Every tightness in your chest is an invitation. Every restless night is a signal from something deeper pointing you forward. Every thought trying to freeze you in place is proof that you're standing on the exact edge where real transformation lives. The pain isn't telling you that you're breaking. It's telling you there's something inside you that already knows the direction. Pain doesn't announce defeat. It announces power. Sign number 3, the valley of shadows. Debt, a project that hasn't ignited yet, a relationship that ended or should have ended, and you're still carrying it, body pushed to the edge, mind exhausted. And there in the middle of the night, when the silence weighs more than anything, doubt sits down next to you and asks quietly, what if I've been wrong about myself this whole time? Every man who has ever tried something real knows that moment. It's not a crisis, it's a passage. What separates the ones who make it through from the ones who quit isn't talent, it isn't timing, it isn't resources. It's one thing, taking the next step with fear pressing on your chest. No audience, no guarantee, no one waiting on the other side. In the valley, there's no glory, no applause, no witnesses, just you and the choice. And that is exactly why the valley is the most important place in your life. Because what you build there, you build without anyone watching. And what's built without an audience is the only thing that doesn't collapse when the audience disappears. Every mistake became a hammer. Every long night became a forge. Every moment you wanted to stop and didn't became structure. The man who walks out of the valley doesn't come out healed. He comes out forged. He doesn't come back whole. He comes back tempered, with scars that don't apologize, with clarity that doesn't beg for validation, with a weight behind his eyes that isn't sadness. It's knowledge, the kind that only exists in one place. On the floor, in the dark, not knowing whether you're going to get back up, up, up. The valley didn't break you, it forged you. And once a man has been through the forge, he stops fearing the fire. When that happens, you don't level up, you become a different man, and your entire reality shifts with you. You made it here. That already says something about you. Now there's only one direction. There's no going back to who you were, because who you were doesn't fit you anymore. There's only forward. Drop I push through in the comments, because the man who pushes through never goes back. What you built alone, no one can take.